I have been thinking about making this video for a while, but I didn't want to make it because it's very controversial and it will annoy many people. But then I thought, when have I ever cared? I make controversial videos all the time, and I annoy people. I can see that from the comments I get. But the problem with the world today is that everyone is a snowflake. You touch them and they melt, and then they die, and they moan. There is no free speech anymore. There's no way you can discuss anything because it's all about political correctness, all about people's feelings. Everyone gets hurt. They're so bloody sensitive. And the reality is, it's not fixing anything. It's actually making matters worse, because if you can have a discussion with someone, you are able to change their views by some logic, some reasoning. But if no one talks about it, everyone buries their thoughts and feelings, nothing ever gets discussed and never gets resolved. You know, I am from London. I love it. It's my home. It will always be the city that I love the most. But London has become really unbearable to live. It's a multicultural melting pot of shit. It's not a nice place to live. There is no respect or regard for each other. There's no friendship between different communities. There's a lot of aggression, anger, and hatred. And if you go out on the streets in London, you see it around you. Everyone is aggressive and angry and pissed off with life, and they're taking it out on each other. There are a number of factors, of course, that make up this thing. Cost of living and not having enough jobs or housing or whatever. But one of the key problems that no one talks about in this current Instagram generation, the social media and this Instagram and Facebook and all these other social media outlets and platforms that have caused this aggression and anger amongst people. Everywhere you look around us, people are pretending and showing how amazing and extravagant their life is, when in reality, most of these people are fake. They're frauds. It's such an awful time to be living in at the moment, where people haven't suddenly become super wealthy. The money isn't flowing across all strata of the society. It's just a few people who have money, and they don't show off. Very few of them, the nouveau riche, of course, show off. But the vast majority of the people don't. So the ones who are constantly showing off are the ones who don't actually have it, but they are pretending. And because of the way they are pretending and presenting their lives, it's making people very frustrated. Others who look at Instagram and Facebook and all the others, I keep mentioning Instagram, but YouTube and all these platforms, they are presenting their life as this really glamorous, amazing life. And in reality, it's just a glimpse of what they've created for that audience, for that platform. They're just all looking for likes because they are hoping they will get sponsorships from it. So they're doing it for money. If they were so wealthy, they wouldn't be putting all these things up and hoping to get all these likes and then having all these paid partnerships. But no one thinks about it, and obviously people in general are stupid, and they just look at other people's lives and think, shit, my life is so bad, while others are having such a great time, and they get frustrated and angry as a result. So I'm constantly meeting these people, especially the young generation, and it's just very sad to see how all of their lives are revolving around showing off. They are not living their life. They're not living the moments that they are supposed to enjoy. And instead, they are just taking these pictures and creating these false images and fantasies of themselves that don't exist in real life. And then they are waiting to get likes from strangers who they don't know, will never meet, have no contribution to their lives, but they're living in this virtual fake world. I go to Netherlands a lot because I have family there and I have a lot of friends there, and I drive through it and I meet a lot of people. Out of all the countries in Europe, I find that Netherlands has got it really bad. Most of the young generation, I would say anyone who's below 30, is portraying this lifestyle that isn't real. They don't have the money, they don't have the jobs, they don't have the kind of lifestyle that they're portraying, but everyone is faking it. And it's really sad. I bumped into big groups of people from Netherlands in south of France, in Saint-Tropez, and you could tell that they had just spent a lot of money on that specific holiday so they could go to Saint-Tropez, to go to Nikki Beach and buy expensive champagne, expensive cigars, just to take pictures and show off, because none of them seemed to be enjoying the actual moment, but they were just doing it for the show. And it's just so awful that these people are going through life with this fake facade that they have created, and when they get old, or when they are not beautiful, or when they don't have this money anymore, because obviously the student loans and other loans are going to run out, then they'll be extremely miserable, because the life that they have imagined and created isn't actually real, doesn't exist. Very, very sad. And I've been thinking about it, and I wanted to say something because there are many young people who watch my videos and ask me questions, and I think that the older generation should tell them what it is and what it was for us. It's okay not to have money when you're young. It's okay not to have an expensive watch or a nice car, because that's what life is. You go through life and you build your life and you have things. Yes, some people have family money, but if they have real family money that comes from generations and it comes from class, they're not going to show off, and their parents will be very tight with the children and the money when they're young, so they teach them how to value money. There are obviously a lot of these oligarchs and other people who have made quick bucks. Some of them have done it honestly, but the vast majority of them have done it through corruption. So no one respects the oligarchs. No one says, wow, you're a billionaire, you're amazing, you have done something, you've achieved. Everyone looks at them as thieves and crooks and gangsters. There's nothing to be proud of to show that you are wealthy. These days, everyone is too busy trying to show the wealth that they don't have, rather than showing to the world who they are, what is their contribution to the human race, to the society, to anything. It's like the whole world is going to shit, and it's very, very sad. For me, I have always considered myself an average Joe, and I'm just a regular guy. I've worked really hard all my life. I have achieved certain things, but I always play it down and show myself as just an average Joe. And then I'm surrounded by these people who are nothing, but they pretend like they are so amazing. And I'm like, I know you. I know what you're worth. I know how much money you make. I know what you actually have and own, but your life on social media and how you present yourself when you go out for dinners and restaurants and things is just a complete fake facade. But everyone seems to be doing it, and I don't know how to help people because unfortunately over the years I have reduced my social circle, and my friends have become less and less because I just can't deal with this fakeness around me. So this is all I wanted to say. I don't know if anyone can do anything, but if you're a young person watching this video, try to live an authentic life. Try to live like who you are. There is no shame in being poor or not having much. And it's not even young. If you're old and you don't have stuff doesn't mean anything. Most of the people who created amazing things like, I don't know, medicines and vaccines, or I don't know, electricity or flying or cars or whatever, they weren't rich, and they have been remembered in history as amazing people. So money isn't a sign of success. It could be a byproduct of success, but it's not it. You could be poor and very successful, and chase happiness. And that's what I'm chasing now. I think I got stuck in that rat race in London where you are constantly surrounded by marketing and people and everyone's doing something, and you end up doing it because you think that's normal. And after many, many years of doing it, I've come to realize that no, it's not normal. I need to be happy. I need to do things that I enjoy, and therefore I'm now changing my lifestyle to be more what I like and enjoy, rather than just having lots of stuff. Anyway, I get these moments where I want to say stuff to people about the realities of life. Hope you enjoy this video, and until the next one.